Hi and welcome to today's session on completing the square with nx squared. So what we're going to be looking to do is using completing the square methods to solve a quadratic equation which cannot be solved by factorising, where we've got a number in front of the x squared, a coefficient. So I'm going to be using 3x squared minus 18x plus 18 equals 0. So the steps that we're going to be using, first of all, we're going to divide both sides by the number in front of x squared. Then we are going to move our constant and number at the end from the left-hand side to the right-hand side. Then we're going to add the square of 1/2 of b to both sides, so the number in front of x. Then we're going to factorise the left-hand side and we're going to simplify the right-hand side. If we step 5, we're then going to square root both sides. And then we're going to rearrange it, leaving x all on itself on one side, so we're going to be solving the values for x. So let's have a look at the example. So first of all, I'm going to divide both sides by the number in front of the x squared, so I'm going to be dividing all of this by 3, which leaves us with x squared minus 6x plus 6 equals 0. Now we're going to rearrange step 2, so that our constant, our plus 6, is going to be on the right hand side. So if we subtract 6 from both sides, we're left with x squared minus 6x equals negative 6. Now we're going to add the square of 1/2 of b, so 1/2 of 6 to both sides. So adding 3 squared to both sides, we're going to be left with x squared minus 6x plus 9 equals negative 6 plus 9 on the right hand side. So step 4, we're now going to factorise the left hand side and we're going to simplify the right hand side. So factorising this leaves us with x minus 3 squared, because x minus 3 times x minus 3 gives us x squared minus 6x plus 9. And on the right hand side, negative 6 plus 9, that leaves us with positive 3. Now if we was asked to leave it as an algebraic expression in completing the square form of x plus b squared plus q, our answer for this would be x minus 3 squared minus 3, because we'd take our positive 3 from the right hand side over to the left hand side, which would leave us in this form. Again, if we're looking to solve this, we are going to carry on to steps 5 and 6. Step 5, now we're going to square root both sides, which of course is going to leave us with x minus 3, because the squared will get cancelled out by the square root. And the right hand side, it just leaves it as plus or minus root 3, because our answer for this, for square root of 3, could be a positive or negative answer, so plus or minus answer. Now we're going to rearrange it so we can solve the value of x. So if we add 3 to both sides, we're left with x on itself on the left hand side, because x equals 3 plus or minus root 3. So our solutions for this are x equals 3 plus root 3 and x equals 3 subtract root 3. Those are our solutions for this using completing the square method. If you like what you see, please subscribe. Thank you very much for watching.